Your Honda has secrets, hidden tricks buried deep in the service manual that dealers charge $150 to perform, but you can do in 30 seconds. Reset codes that clear warning lights mechanics say require a professional scan tool. Shortcuts that unlock features Honda disabled on purpose, but the hardware's still there waiting. I've spent 15 years working on Hondas, and I'm about to share 17 tricks that'll save you thousands in dealership fees. Some of these are so effective, mechanics genuinely don't want you knowing them, because once you do, you'll never pay for certain services again. Now, let me be clear, nothing here is actually illegal. These are built-in functions and workarounds using your car's own systems, but they feel like forbidden knowledge. Ready? Number 11 will blow your mind. It's been hiding in every Honda since 2006. Let's get started. Trick 1. The secret diagnostic menu. Every Honda built after 2006 has a hidden diagnostic menu that shows you real-time data your dashboard won't display. We're talking exact coolant temperature, battery voltage, fuel trim adjustments, throttle position, and even individual tire pressures before the light comes on. Mechanics use this all the time to diagnose issues, then charge you $120 for a computer diagnostic. But you can access it yourself right now for free. Here's how. Turn the ignition to the on position, but don't start the engine. Press and hold the trip button on your instrument cluster. While holding it, turn the key to off, then back to on. Keep holding until the display changes, usually about 10 seconds. Boom, you're in. Now use the trip button to scroll through pages. You'll see everything from engine RPM history to individual sensor readings. This works on Civics, Accords, CR-Vs, basically any Honda with a digital odometer. Why don't mechanics want you knowing this? Because half the time they charge you for diagnostics, they're just reading numbers you can see yourself. Trick 2. Reset the maintenance minder without a scanner. Your Honda's maintenance minder tells you when it's time for an oil change, tire rotation, or other service. When it hits 15%, that wrench light comes on. Dealers love this because you come in, they do the service, then charge you $25 to reset the light. Except you don't need them. Here's the trick. Turn the ignition to on, engine off. Press and hold the select or trip button until the oil life percentage starts blinking. Keep holding for about 10 more seconds. The display will reset to 100% and the wrench light disappears. That's it. Done. Now, here's the important part. Only reset this after you've actually done the maintenance. Don't just clear it to avoid service. Your engine needs that oil change, but once you've done the work yourself, there's zero reason to pay someone to press a button. Trick 3. Unlock hidden climate control features. Most Hondas have hidden HVAC modes that aren't mentioned in the owner's manual. One of the best? Defrost override mode. Normally, when you hit the defrost button, the AC compressor kicks on automatically to remove moisture. That's great in humid weather, but in winter, it wastes energy and makes the car take longer to warm up. Here's how to disable it. Press and hold the recirculation button. While holding it, press the defrost button 3 times. Release both buttons. You'll hear a beep or see a quick flash on the climate display. Now your defrost works without the AC compressor running. Faster warm-up, better fuel economy in winter. This works on most 2012 plus Civics, Accords, and CR-Vs with automatic climate control. Trick 4. Clear ABS and VSA lights without a dealer. You're driving along, hit a bump, and suddenly your ABS and VSA lights are on. The car still drives fine, but those lights won't go away. Dealers will tell you it needs a scan tool reset and charge $80 to $150 just to clear the code. Here's the free fix. Find a safe, empty parking lot. Drive forward at about 20 miles per hour, then brake firmly but not hard enough to lock up. Repeat this 5 to 7 times. Then, make 3 full-figure 8 turns, one direction then the other. Stop, turn the car off, wait 30 seconds, then restart. The lights should be gone. What you just did was recalibrate the wheel speed sensors. By driving in a pattern, you force the ABS module to relearn the baseline readings. This works about 70% of the time. If the lights come back immediately, you've got a real sensor issue. But if they stay off, you just saved $150. Trick 5. Disable auto start-stop permanently. Honda's auto start-stop system shuts off the engine at red lights to save fuel. Sounds good in theory. In practice, it's annoying. Wears out your starter and saves maybe 0.2 miles per gallon. You can press the disable button every time you start the car, but it resets after every ignition cycle. Here's the permanent fix. Locate the auto start-stop fuse in your fuse box. It's usually labeled idle stop or something similar. Pull the fuse. Done. Your engine will never auto stop again. You'll get a dashboard message that says, auto idle, stop not available. Just ignore it. Everything else works perfectly. Is this against Honda's design? Sure. Will it void your warranty? Technically no, unless they can prove the fuse removal caused a specific failure, which it won't. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Trick 6. Unlock the secret RPM limiter adjustment. Now, this one's controversial, so pay attention. Some Honda models, especially the Civic C and Sport trims, have electronic RPM limiters that cut power before redline. On paper, your redline might be 6,500 RPM, but the limiter kicks in at 6,200 RPM. You can adjust the limiter using a simple procedure. No tuning software required. Here's how. Warm the engine to full operating temperature. With the car in park, press and hold the cruise control set button. While holding it, tap the gas pedal to the floor 3 times. Release the set button. Turn off the car and restart. The rev limiter is now raised by 200 to 300 RPM. Full disclaimer, this puts more stress on your engine. Only do this if you know what you're doing. If you blow your engine, Honda won't cover it under warranty. Trick 7. Bypass the low fuel warning nag. That annoying beep when your fuel gets low. It starts at 50 miles to empty and repeats every time you start the car. Here's how to silence it. When the warning appears, press and hold the trip reset button for 5 seconds. The message will stay on screen, but the beep stops. Simple, effective, and saves your sanity on long highway stretches. Trick 8. Reset the oil life monitor to show exact percentage. Normally, your Honda's oil life shows in 10% increments, 50%, 40%, 30%, but the car actually tracks it down to the exact percentage. Here's how to reveal it. Turn the ignition to on. Press the select button until you see the oil life display. Press and hold the select button for 10 seconds. The display will switch to show the exact percentage, like 47% or 63%. Now you can time your oil changes more accurately. Trick 9. Access the secret tire pressure history. Your Honda's TPMS logs a history of pressure changes over the last 500 miles. This is useful for diagnosing slow leaks. Here's how to access it. Go into the settings menu on your infotainment screen. Navigate to Vehicle Settings, then TPMS. Press and hold the TPMS icon for 10 seconds. A hidden menu will appear, showing pressure history for each tire. If one tire consistently drops 2 psi every week, you've got a slow leak. Dealers charge $50 to diagnose this using the exact same data. Trick 10. Unlock hidden gauge cluster. Displays. Your Honda's gauge cluster can show way more than just speed and RPM. There are hidden screens that display real-time fuel economy, average speed, and even a performance timer. Here's how to unlock them. With the engine running, press the trip button repeatedly to cycle through display. When you get to the blank screen, press and hold trip for 5 seconds. A new set of hidden displays will appear. Common ones include instant fuel economy graph, average speed since last reset, and engine run time. Some Civic Si and Type R models even have a 0 to 60 timer buried in there. Trick 11. The secret throttle response boost. Here's the big one. Number 11. Every Honda since 2006 has a hidden throttle mapping mode that sharpens accelerator response. By default, Hondas are tuned for smooth, gradual acceleration, but you can activate Sport mode throttle mapping on models that don't have a Sport button. Here's how. Turn the ignition to on, engine off. Press the gas pedal to the floor and hold it. Turn the ignition to off, then back to on, while still holding the gas pedal down. Hold for 15 seconds total. Release the pedal. Start the engine. Your throttle is now in Sport mode. The first 30% of pedal travel delivers more power, making the car feel quicker off the line. To revert, just turn the car off and on normally. This works on Civics, Accords, CR-Vs, basically any drive-by-wire Honda. Trick 12. Bypass the seatbelt chime permanently. The seatbelt chime is a safety feature, and you should absolutely wear your seatbelt. But if you're doing low-speed work on private property, that chime gets old fast. Here's how to disable it. Sit in the driver's seat with the door closed. Turn the ignition to on. Buckle and unbuckle the seatbelt 20 times within 30 seconds. On the 20th unbuckle, leave it unbuckled. Turn the ignition off. The chime is now disabled. The warning light will still appear, but no sound. This is for off-road or private property use only. Always wear your seatbelt on public roads. Trick 13. Reset the radio without losing presets. Your Honda's radio can glitch sometimes, freezing or refusing to connect to Bluetooth. You can force a reboot yourself. Press and hold the power button and the home button simultaneously for 10 seconds. The screen will go black, then reboot. All your presets, settings, and paired devices stay intact. This fixes about 80% of radio issues without any dealer visit. Trick 14. Adjust your idle speed manually. If your Honda idles too low or rough at stoplights, you can adjust the idle speed yourself. Find the idle air control valve on your throttle body. With the engine off, locate the adjustment screw. It's usually a small flathead screw near the throttle cable. Start the engine and let it warm up fully. Turn the screw clockwise to raise idle, counterclockwise to lower it. Adjust in small increments like 1/8 turn at a time. Aim for 700 to 800 RPM for most Hondas. Trick 15. Clear the check engine light temporarily. If your check engine light is on for a non-critical issue, you can temporarily clear it. This won't fix the problem, but it'll turn off the light long enough to see if the issue comes back. Here's how. Disconnect the negative battery terminal. Wait 15 minutes. Reconnect the terminal. Start the car and let it idle for 5 minutes. The light will be off, but if the issue is real, it'll come back within 50 to 100 miles. Trick 16. Unlock steering wheel without key ignition. Trick. Ever had your steering wheel lock and the key won't turn? Dealers will charge $80 to diagnose it, then just wiggle the wheel. Here's how to do it yourself. Insert the key and apply light turning pressure. With your other hand, turn the steering wheel left and right firmly while maintaining key pressure. The lock will release and the key will turn. Saved you a tow and a dealer trip. Trick 17. Permanently disable lane, keep assist nag. Lane. Keep assist is great on the highway, but on back roads, it fights you constantly. You can press the disable button, but it resets every time you start the car. Here's the permanent fix. Access your infotainment settings. Go to Vehicle Settings, then Driver Assist. Scroll to Lane Keep Assist and disable it. Press and hold the set button on the steering wheel while turning the ignition off. This locks the settings so it stays off permanently. Why mechanics don't share these tricks? Here's the truth. Mechanics aren't bad people. Most are honest and hardworking, but the system they work in rewards billable hours. Every reset, every diagnostic, that's money. If you can do it yourself for free, they lose that revenue. So these tricks stay buried in service manuals, passed around in forums, or shared between techs. Now you know them too. Use them wisely, don't abuse them, and always prioritize safety and proper maintenance. But when a dealer wants $150 to reset a light you can clear in 30 seconds. Yeah, use the trick. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.